Hi, it's Heather from Spiritual Signage. Today's message is about receiving angel numbers. As you know, I receive a lot of signs from license plates. Usually they're words or a name or something to do with, one of my dogs. But this story is about an angel number, which I'll get to in a minute. So my husband and I owned a campground for 3 years. It was actually his midlife crisis, but that's another story. So we bought it in 2021 and we sold it in 2024. My mother's health was starting to decline and I didn't want to have to spend 6 months in New Hampshire and then just to go back to Florida for 6 months in the winter. I wanted to be there with her in her last months. So the campground was listed and we had a really good broker based out of Florida, and finally we got an offer on it. So I'm driving to the post office in New Hampshire to mail some paperwork down to them. And as I pull up at the post office and park, the car in front of me had the license plate 111, and then there was a plus sign on either side of the 111. To me, that was confirmation that we were on the right track, that the campground was selling, and that I would be able to be with my mom. There was another time that I did see a license plate 2222. So I'll include the picture of that license plate with this video as well. The 111 was, that's like flat out an angel number. You might see, like our family sees a lot of 222, or I know people who see 333, like I see 333 a lot. I have a friend who sees 444, but it can also be repetitive 4 times. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3. You could look at the clock and it's 11:11 a.m. or it's, obviously 2:22 p.m. is 3. But if you see those repeated numbers, whether it's 3 or 4 times, that is often your guide speaking to you. So what you want to do is think about what you were just thinking about. So obviously I was on the way to the post office mailing this contract to our brokers down in Florida, and so that was a significant moment. So to see a license plate 111 was confirmation to me that we were on the right track. But maybe you were thinking about somebody who's passed over and you look at the clock and it's 11:11 or it's 2:22 p.m. or it's 4:44 p.m. Know that that's when your guides, your loved ones on the other side are with you and they're letting you know that everything's okay. Keep your eye out. You never know what you might see when you're out there, and take note of what you were thinking about when you saw that number, when you saw that repetitive number. So in other videos, I will get into other signs besides license plates, besides angel numbers that you might see. Like I said, I'll get into that in another video. So stay tuned. If you're enjoying these videos, I'd really appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.